A 14-year-old boy, drugged, bleeding, and confused, stumbling through the streets of Milwaukee late at night. Neighbors rushed to his aid, desperate to protect him. But within minutes, police arrived, listened to his predator's lies, and made a decision so tragic it would seal the boy's fate forever. This is the story of Konerak Sinthasomphone, the boy who escaped Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment, only to be returned right back to him. On May 26, 1991, Konerak, a Laotian-American teenager, unknowingly walked into the trap of one of America's most notorious killers. Dahmer lured him in with the promise of money for photos. Inside that apartment was a nightmare. He drugged the boy, performed horrifying acts, and even injected acid into his skull in a cruel attempt to keep him under control. Yet somehow, Konerak managed to escape. Barefoot, naked, and terrified, he wandered into the street. Neighbors, horrified by his condition, called for help. They begged the officers who arrived to protect him. But then Dahmer appeared, calm and convincing. He told the police that Konerak was his 19-year-old lover, drunk and needing rest. The boy couldn't speak clearly. The drugs and trauma had left him weak, but his eyes told another story. The neighbors protested. They pleaded with police, pointing out the boy's young age and obvious distress. Some even noticed the stench of decomposition wafting from Dahmer's apartment. Yet the officers dismissed it all. Without checking identification, without digging deeper, they handed Konerak back into Dahmer's arms. Minutes later, the apartment door shut behind him, and the boy's chance at survival vanished. That night, Dahmer killed Konerak, adding to the list of victims whose lives were stolen. But this case became more than another murder. It became a haunting symbol of systemic failure, where negligence, prejudice, and indifference allowed evil to continue unchecked. Years later, when Dahmer was finally caught, the truth about Konerak's final hours shocked the world. People questioned how such obvious red flags had been ignored. A child in distress, eyewitnesses pleading, and even the smell of death in the air. Konerak's story is not just about a serial killer. It is about a system that failed to listen, failed to act, and failed to protect the most vulnerable. And even today, it remains one of the most chilling reminders of what happens when cries for help go unheard.